Imagine you were merging onto the highway, and suddenly your engine starts shaking violently, losing power like it is running on 3 legs. If you plug in your scanner and see the code P2310, you have found the culprit. This code stands for Ignition Coil D Primary Control Circuit High. Now, what does that actually mean? In your ignition system, the primary circuit is the wiring that feeds battery voltage to the coil before it gets transformed into that massive spark that fires the plug. The letter D usually corresponds to the 4th cylinder in the firing order, but you absolutely must check your specific vehicle's manual to confirm which cylinder is D, so you are not chasing ghosts. This code tells us that the computer, or PCM, is detecting a voltage spike or an anomaly on that specific supply line. This is serious because if the primary side is acting up, the secondary side cannot create a spark, leading to a dead cylinder and a massive misfire. The symptoms are hard to miss. Rough running, poor fuel economy, and the computer might even shut off the fuel injector for that cylinder to protect the catalytic converter. When it comes to troubleshooting, do not just buy a new coil and hope for the best. Start with a visual inspection, and I mean a really good one. Rodents and wildlife love the warmth of an engine cover and often chew through the wires right on top of the coil. Look for shredded insulation or exposed copper. If the wires are intact, you need to grab your digital volt ohm meter. You are looking to verify 2 main things at the coil connector: a solid 12-volt power supply and a good ground. If you are missing power, backtrack to your fuses and relays. If you have power and ground, the problem might be on the control side. The computer sends a ground pulse to fire the coil. If you can test for that pulse and it is missing, you might be looking at a wiring break between the computer and the coil, or in rare cases, a bad driver inside the computer itself. Also, check the connector pins for corrosion. A little green fuzz can cause high resistance and trigger this code. By methodically checking power, ground, and signal, you will pin down the issue without wasting money on parts you do not need.